Oh, hello, hello. Is everyone there? Hello, 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 hello.
Oh, we're live. Wait, you don't have to wait there with me. Oh, I just messed this
Sierra, you there?
up. Yep.
We're waiting on a few people to come on. Let's see how we get this going. Let me make it public first. You know I got to make it public so we can see some people. Here we go. So now, let's see. How y'all doing out there today, man? As y'all know, we've been off the air for going on 5 months. I know a lot of y'all probably thought that we weren't coming back, but we definitely are back. And we're back with the shits, like always. We're always going to be A.S.C. Love Remix. We'll always be that. So let me start out there. But we have renamed the show to Relationship Reload because we feel that what we're all working on is reload on a new relationship. And we're waiting on it to reload. You know what I'm saying? But while we wait, is what we're going through right now. We're going through what we call that dating experience while we wait. And that's what we're here to talk to y'all about. A lot of people said our past shows were it seemed like we weren't really into relationships. Some people didn't think that we were, but we were. All of us are looking for love, are in a relationship trying to get the best out of it. Sometimes it don't work, sometimes it does work. Um, to kick the show off is me and Sierra. Um, as y'all can see. Hey, Bo Banks, how you doing, man? We miss you, man. Long time no see.
Yes.
Long time no hear from. Um, before we left off, I had just started getting into a relationship, and I'm currently still in my relationship. I'm engaged. Looking at May 6, 2023. First time I dropped it with everybody. Most of my friends and family do know. But May 6, 2023 is what me and Crystal looking at. Um, I remember Sierra. I don't know if you remember back that long, but I remember when we was on air so long ago. A lot of people said that whenever I was dating openly, as y'all
Mm-hmm.
remember, dating
Yes.
multiple people. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people said I was doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I feel like I done it right. I feel like because I mean it didn't allow me to get attached to no one single person. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you keep yourself occupied with enough things, you won't get locked in on one thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Is that I don't I'm not locked in on one thing at a time. I'm able to see what things are and feel things out. And me dating openly, I feel like is what got me to where I'm at and what made me true. I feel like I chose the right one all the way. I mean, for me anyway, I didn't feel like I would ever find love a second time in life. I didn't feel like I would ever probably get married and she be the right one for me a second time in life. But I got that. I got that opportunity. So when we left off, where are you at in your relationship?
We left off. I think we were talking about me being on the
I
fence
can
about
barely
my
hear you.
relationship.
Huh?
Um, I think we were talking about me being on the fence about my relationship,
Yeah.
and I must say it has dramatically improved.
It has dramatically improved.
Yes.
And that's a plus.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I can
Um,
actually say he's become my best friend. So.
you could actually say he became your best friend.
Hmm.
Let's see if this thing gonna let Arbor come on or not. You know how my thing has been acting, my phone been acting up all day long. I don't know why. Arbor's trying to come in now as we speak. I might have to go live from my other phone. I don't know. This thing ain't letting me like come in and once I have to log out and come back in and all that type stuff. Just allow people to come on. Watch if I go off, Arbor's gonna come on.
Hi, dear.
How are you?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Tired.
I'm sure.
It's been a busy day and I'm not done.
Oh no. When do you get to rest?
I don't know yet.
Oh, that kind of day.
I don't know yet. I'll get there eventually.
Okay. As long as you get there.
I will. Where did our fearless leader go?
He is fighting with his phone, and the phone is winning.
Fun.
There. Oh, now Aubrey still ain't in on my phone. What
I'm
is
not on
going
your
on?
phone. I'm here though. Can you hear me?
Y'all, we're having major technical difficulties. Are you there, Aubrey?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't.
Welcome back.
Right.
It's like we never left.
Exactly. Like 5 months? Really? That's it?
Has it been that long?
That's what he said. Forgive me, you guys. I'm enjoying my zebra cake. Don't judge me.
We're not judging.
As long as they
Not.
understand.
And if they do, they can kiss our ass.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hola.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Sorry. Technical difficulties. I got to get another phone acting right. But anyway, I'm back. Arbor,
Thomas.
man, we was talking and just saying where we are. You know what I'm saying? That we have definitely renamed the show the Relationship Reload. I feel like all of us are at that point in our life where we're trying to reload a relationship. It's like it's on the computer. We're waiting on it to download, really.
This bitch is buffering.
It's buffering. See, that's the part that we don't want it to be buffering. We want to be in one that's got a good connection and always on the go and ready to roll. I definitely said where I'm at. Sierra has said where we're at because we've been gone about 5 months. Where are you at right now in relationship?
I don't know. I'm dating. I have been in a relationship for a while, and that's kind of in a place where I'm not sure where it's gonna go. So I'm buffering.
Buffer. I've been there. We do got a couple topics to bring to everybody today, and I wanted us to touch them today. You know, Suave and them supposed to be in a little bit later. The first part of our first topic we got is the table, the infamous table that everybody talks about. What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? I'll be honest. I never looked at what anybody brought to the table when I was dating them. I wanted to see who I was eating with first. It doesn't matter what they bring to the table to me. If their mind state and where they're at in life isn't close to where I'm at, there's no need to go any further. You know, some of us jump. I know a lot of. I got a lot of friends that are ladies, and a lot of them say what you bring to the table, and they date men that has money. But then what comes with that is a lot of sick psychopaths that has controlling ways and a lot of other things that come with it. So again, are you looking for somebody to financially take care of you? You look for somebody to be your equally yoked. Because to me, I feel like we should be, like I said, when we say in there, finding the right person to eat with, not what they bring to the table. Because I feel like if you find the right person to eat with, y'all gonna go out and get what needs to be brought to the table. That's the way I feel. What do you got to say, Ms. Auburn?
Um, a little bit of it all. The way I feel about it is I absolutely agree as far as, who you're eating with. I don't want somebody though that comes to eat and doesn't bring anything. This is it. I am my own table, so I'm gonna need you to bring your table to the table.
But see, that's just it. Like we always say, what somebody brings to the table. Like I see women all the time get in relationship with broke ass niggas. And vice versa, you know what I'm saying? But in a man's world, we don't really. I'll be honest, like people like, I don't really worry about what a lot of people say. I don't worry about what nobody brings to the table. I feel like as long as you got your own, I got mine.
Well, and that's the deal. That at least for me, I can only speak for me. I don't want to come into a relationship as a liability, as another bill, as something that he has to take care of. So it's important for me to have my own, but I'm also of the belief he needs, my partner is going to be a provider and take care of me. So he needs to be able to take care of whatever I've got going on anyway.
Okay. I got you.
So
Rock, how you doing,
I just
man?
figure the best way to handle that is have two tables.
Rock got out the car. I guess he didn't hear what I said. You all right, Miss Sierra?
Yes, I'm playing with my ring light. Don't worry about it.
Okay, give me a second. Y'all gonna see me pop in a minute with this other one so I can control this studio stuff with this other one. Oh, who left? Miss Arbor?
Yes. Hello, Rock.
Hey, dear.
Hey, bring your stupid ass on. What? Fuck you in the truck for you can't drive. God damn.
You all right, Rock?
Hey, this old stupid ass got all that goddamn room and shit. He can't fucking drive.
Ooh wee, boy.
Welcome back.
Well, how's your Friday?
Shit, it'll be alright once I get away from these dumbass motherfucking truck drivers. Oh,
These
shit.
what?
Once I get away from these motherfuckers, it'll be alright. Alright, lady. I thought it was a dude. It's a damn woman.
Hey, man, we've already dived into the first part of the topic, but before we came on, it's been like 5 months since we've been on. Hey, Christy, how you doing? Hey, Mr. Lynch, how you doing? Bo Banks, we see you still there. Everybody gave update where they're at. When we left out 5 months ago, you were single. Is that still what's going on in your life?
No, I'm married to the game.
You married to the game?
Yeah.
I seen you had an eventful birthday weekend. By the way, happy birthday. We didn't get to see you on your actual birthday, but happy birthday, happy belated birthday.
Appreciate it, man.
Look like you had a good time.
It's neither here nor there.
That's neither here nor there. We were just making sure you had a good time on your birthday. Did you enjoy yourself very much?
Mission accomplished. All right, then. That's what I like to hear.
That's what I'm talking about, Rock.
I mean, it was boring. It was real boring. I just relaxed. Slept all day and night. Caught up on some sleep.
Mission accomplished.
Caught up on some sleep.
Caught up on some sleep.
I know. I bet you did. That's what I said when I went down to Miami last year in April. I said I caught up on some sleep. I was definitely in the bed.
That's what we call it now.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was in the bed. I don't know about sleeping though.
Not everybody's like you.
Yeah. So Miss Arbor, you say they got to bring it to the table, but I mean, you know what you bring to the table. But what about the person behind what they bring to the table?
Well, we don't even make it to the table if it's not a cool person. Like you could be a millionaire, but if you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. I don't want you anyway.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that. I can't argue there. See, I mean, that's my thing. Like. So let me ask you a question. Because everybody say that they want to know what somebody brings to the table. Do you even go on a date with somebody before you know what they bring to the table?
Yes.
Yeah.
So how do you know that they even gonna bring the table in the first place? Why go on a date with them until you
Not
know?
important yet. That's inconsequential at this moment. Right now, I want to know who I'm dealing with.
See, that's me. I mean, I don't really care. I don't know. I'm a man. I never really care what a woman brought to the table because I know what I bring. Do you feel that way, Rock?
Fuck that damn table, man.
Why you say that?
Because the whole table conversation is another thing that you put in front of you that causes you from getting to know somebody and actually being fucking compatible. It's another fucking box. You know what I'm saying? Like, either we compatible and we're able to get along and build together, or we're fucking not. Like, you can, I do this and do this and do this and do that, and like Arbor said, you're still a piece of shit. So then what's the point of even having that conversation? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Tania said, when you say bring it to the table, do you mean financially? Most people do mean financially. I mean, I don't. I mean, when I say bring it to the table, I want to know who I'm eating with, not financially what you can bring to me, who I'm eating with. Are you going to add to my peace? Are you going to add to my happiness? Are you going to take away from that? Are you somebody I can deal with on an everyday basis when ain't nobody around? I mean, I need to know those things before we go any further.
Use the analogy of a table. Let's just be real clear. A table.
Turn around to the ramp to I-45 North.
I can barely hear you, Arb. What you saying?
I said, if we're going to use the analogy of a table, we have to remember that a table is not just one leg. It's not just financial. A table has multiple legs, depending on the table that you're dealing with. You have spiritual.
But see, that's the thing. I agree
with
with you saying, Arb. I mean, I'm totally in agreement. That's where I'm at right
There's
now. I feel like
multiple
we're
levels
both
here.
coming from the same place. But me and you both know, in today's world, most people out here just talk about that one leg. They think that table is suspended by one leg.
That's my point. A lot of people just want to use that in a financial sense, and that's what's ruining it for all the rest of the good people who have the rest of their shit in order. I might not be as financially stable as somebody else. I might, I'm a business owner. So my financial stability depends on my business that month. Some months it could be great. Some months I might not make anything. Are you going to not date me because of that? If so, then you're a piece of shit.
Hey, man. Well, see, I agree with what you're saying. Like, I had a homeboy, man. The homeboy used to be lazy as hell with this girl he used to be with. I mean, man, wouldn't work, wouldn't keep a job, wouldn't do nothing. But then this other woman come in his life, and this nigga, boy, they got everything together. They married now, got a house, got home, everything together. You see what I'm saying? I'm sitting back and I'm looking, man, why'd you waste so much time on somebody that you weren't willing to build with? I mean, you knew you all she did was make you lazy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and when he went to the other woman, he didn't have nothing. He didn't have nothing when he went to the table, the infamous table, because of course he was broke when he got left out of his other relationship. But again, like you say, certain women get certain things out of men, and certain men get certain things out of women.
Okay. But here's the thing: there is no table until you start building together.
And see, hey,
until you put it together.
Hold on one second, Rock. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Stop talking over too. I apologize. I've always said we got to work on that. Tania said, I need to know you can handle my personality. And that's one of the things, like Black Arbor saying, Tania, is 4 legs on the table. I need to know your personality. I need to know your financial. I need to know a lot about you, like how you handle things when you're mad, how you handle things when you're stressed, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Rock. I apologize.
No, I'm just agreeing with what Sierra said. For the most part, shit. Can we build together? Can we build the table? We put the table together. We're gonna eat at this motherfucker together, so we're gonna put this table together. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many people want you to have so much of this and so much of that. Goddamn it, and then they come to you with the bare minimum and after giving you the 5th degree what you bring to the table. But when you get down to the bones of it, bitch, you don't even know how to put goddamn the screws in this motherfucker or set the motherfucking plates. Man, you can't even boil water to get the rice cooked right, goddamn, so we can sit at this motherfucker and eat. So it's like, what can we build this motherfucker together? That's the whole thing.
I agree.
I got kids, and all these a nigga gonna goddamn do for me and do everything for me, goddamn it. I just want to sit back. That's another child. These are grown ass motherfucking women when I got kids. I can't do it. We
I
gonna do
agree
it
with that.
together. We do it together. We ain't gonna do it at all.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
And if that make me less than a man, then bitch, bye.
So Sierra,
Yes.
the infamous table.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just financially for you?
I love this Corvette.
Oh no.
Huh?
It's more than finances. It's
Cup.
morals.
You don't hear much of that no more.
You don't. You really don't. I don't
You
think.
walk up to somebody and ask them what a moral is, they look at you stupid. Think that's a magical creature from some other land or something. The fuck is a
Yeah.
moral?
No,
Oh,
now
y'all had that
morals are
back in y'all
standard.
days? Yeah, morals is very important. Morals and integrity line up.
Yep. Like Rock was saying, it's also compatibility. Like if I don't get along with you, I'm not building anything
What?
with you.
Let me ask you a question. What does compatibility look like for you? Does your partner have to like everything that you like?
Oh no. Like I've always said, there's always individuality in relationships. However, compatibility just means that you are able to accept your differences.
Ms. Bo Banks said, how did you meet? Where did you meet? Is very important. Do y'all agree with that?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know if I necessarily feel like that's the most important thing.
Wait. Well, I think Ms. Bo Banks, you got to enlighten us. Like, what do you mean by that? Because I mean, if I meet at the strip club,
Like, if she was a stripper and you met her at the strip club, can you be mad later? She acts like a stripper? No.
Hold
brother dance every goddamn night when she come home.
Hold on a minute now. There's some good wholesome women in the strip club.
I ain't mad at them. I ain't saying, man, my girl got ass, man. She ever learn how to shake it? She talking about getting on the pole.
Look, it's some good wholesome women in the strip club, just like it's some hoes in the hospital wearing scrubs.
Facts.
You ain't lying, boy. There was this fine nurse came in the other day when I was in the hospital, boy. I told Chris, I said, look at that ass, boy. That motherfucker fine, boy. That motherfucker fine. Boy, say. Just made me think about it. Boy, she could have put on a whole show right there to start stripping. I'd have went crazy. And she was young too. She was like 29, something like that. I was scared though, because she that young. I don't know if she know how to actually stick a needle in somebody's arm properly.
Oh, she kill you.
When did 29 become so young?
So Rock, you say fuck that table, man. So you don't have no table? I mean, I'm sorry, Sierra. Was you finished with yours, sweetheart?
No, I was I was sure because I always said when did 29
you was what?
become so young.
I mean, it's fucking because I feel like that's another fucking barrier, man. That's a whole conversation people be having, and they seem to focus on that shit instead of focusing on getting to know the person. Because that's the most important at the end of the day. Know the person that you trying to motherfucking deal with, that you trying to motherfucking build with. Like, that's the most important part. And then after that, like if you really force somebody, then you're gonna see them through. But at the same time, now if you're dealing with somebody who ain't shit, then you need to be smart. It's okay to build somebody up, but just be smart about it. Don't be taken advantage of. But I mean, that's a thin line with that shit too, because some people do the least, but they feel like they do the most. You ever been around somebody like that who they really don't do shit, but everything they do, they're gonna keep throwing it at you like they God. Like nah.
It's like I did this for you, but you really didn't.
Nah, facts. Yeah, you get a lot of well, I've heard a lot of that shit. A lot of that.
So, Rock, what are you're out there dating? What are you looking for out there in a woman?
Who dating? Look, nothing.
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 You sure?
No, in fact, you know what? I was outside for a little while. I put myself up because you know what? These women don't know what they want. And I ain't got time for the fucking confusion or the frustration. It's easier for me to get up, get on my truck, go to work, make my motherfucking money, come home, pick my kids up, enjoy my kids, and redo it all over again without including a confused ass, unsure ass woman in that shit. That's just for me. Like, you know, I see a lot of women, I want a man who this, and da 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 da. And then when you try to talk to them, it's a whole, it's some other shit. Like, it's some other shit. Like, it don't matter what you do or how you present yourself or how solid you are, you know what I'm saying, or truthful you are to them. It's always some shit. It's something. And quite frankly, I'm just tired of running into motherfuckers with mental issues.
All right. Tania said, you got one time to throw something in my face that you done for me, and I'll never ask again. And
But
then Bo Banks said, why so bitter, Rock?
Why every time somebody says something, got to be bitterness? Like, that's like a woman's go-to, and y'all got that bad. Like, Rock's not bitter. Rock's happy as shit. If anybody's been talking to me on a regular within the last couple months, have I not been the happiest that you've ever known me to be?
Well, I can say this. I've talked to you over the last couple of months, and for the last 2 months, I've seen the happiest Rock I've ever seen because he got a lot of things straightened out that made him the happiest man he could ever be now. The stress that he had is off his chest. That's what everybody understands. Like, he happy.
Now listen, this is what people need to stop doing, right? We're having a conversation. Let the conversation be the conversation, right? We're not here to try to sit here and judge somebody's mental state or their level of where we think they are in life, or they're happy or not. Just listen to them and just try to find what they're saying, the message. I ain't bitter. That's just my truth.
Oh, she said your tone. I think he's just talking with his tone, Miss Bo Banks. But
no.
I think but I think when he speaks from where he's dating from. I mean, what he's seeing from women out here. So when he talk about the infamous table, you know, it's a barrier, like he said, for him, every time, man, he don't even want to hear that conversation. Why we got to talk about a table in the first place? Like, we ain't even got to that point.
No, look, that'd be the first thing women want to talk about. Goddamn it, what you bring to the table. Man, look what your mouth do. First of all, that's most importantly before you even get to sit at my table. Okay, before I feed you, what your mouth do? But no, my tone. Listen, I just jumped off my. For everybody who think my tone, something's wrong with my tone, I'm a country boy. I'm from Mississippi. All right, ain't nothing wrong with my tone. This is who Rock is. You know what I'm saying? If you know me on a personal level, then you understand it. There's moments when I'm gonna be real soft and quiet. I ain't gonna want to talk to you. I ain't gonna be around you. Then there's moments when I ain't gonna be able to shut the fuck up. But this is my tone. Okay. Yeah. I just jumped off my work truck. You know what I'm saying? My ears ain't even got ready. You know what I'm saying? Together yet.
Yeah, because you changed trucks.
So, you know, I'm probably still adjusting. I went from the plane to my goddamn work truck, and now I'm finally fucking home.
Oh, I didn't think you was gonna make it home this weekend. I thought you were gonna stay out there.
Man, I got caught in a fucking snowstorm up there, but this is my weekend to get the kids. You know, I drove goddamn 30 miles per hour for fucking 7 hours through goddamn Indiana and Illinois through that motherfucking snow trying to get home. I'm trying to go pick my kids up now.
And I know you, and you know, y'all might not know Rock, but Rock don't like to travel in bad weather. He don't like to drive on that weather.
I don't drive no motherfucking snow, but it's my weekend to get my kids. You see what I'm saying? I'm on the highway right now, so it's really not that. It's not my tone. I'm trying to watch this traffic. I've been on the road since goddamn 7 o'clock this morning, trying to get to Dallas all the way from where was I? Somewhere in Missouri, so I can get my kids. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no bitterness in that. I'm just anxious. I'm trying to get to my children. That's all.
Yeah, this your time. Like you said, you got to get back in and spend that quality time.
So, you know, we got to, you know, I tell people that all the time. Like, you know, you really got to try to understand for me, I want to understand where a person coming from or what's going on with them before I don't even make judgments on people's shit no more. You never know what somebody going through.
She said she didn't mean to disrespect you, Rock.
No, it wasn't disrespecting. That's just something that I run into all the time. Miss my Banks, I love you. And don't get on here praying over me and shit because you be making me cry. So don't even start. Okay? But everything is good. I promise you. No, I don't think it's disrespect. It's just you'd be surprised how often like people try to conversate with you and they'll miss everything that you're saying and tell you who you are within like a few minutes. Like every woman I meet now is a goddamn PhD or got a degree in psychology and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't have the time, man. Like I said, I'm working. I'm trying to get shit going and trying to get to my children. That's it.
So we all can agree that infamous table really don't matter to me. I mean, it never has mattered to me. I've never asked a woman what she brings to the table. I know that if I date her, if I look at her long enough, I'll know what she brings to the table. That's just being honest with me. That's the way I look at it. You got to show me. All that telling me what you got ain't gonna tell. I mean, because a pair of lips will tell you any motherfucking thing.
I want a happy woman, Tommy.
And if you get them wet enough, they'll spit a few things at
you. Look, you asked me what I was looking for. I'm looking for a happy woman. That's what I'm looking for. Woman. A happy fucking woman. I'm talking about happy with life, happy with herself, where she's at in life. I want a happy woman. I want a woman happy and that shit is not dependent on me.
Rob, I'm glad you said that, man, because that you brought us right into our second topic for the day. Damage. A serious look into how to heal for a healthy relationship.
Ooh.
So that's where we're at for the second part of the day. I can only tell you from my aspect, from a man dating a woman. I can't tell you how many men out here have not been healed. That's not for me to tell you. I don't date men. So don't get mad at me when I speak personally here. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at me for that. But you do need to have something going financially, not rich but stable. So you won't try to ride my back. I agree with that. What age group of women? It's all age groups, Bo Banks. And I'm not just talking about my experience from watching my son's date, from watching my best friend's date, from everything. I mean, I have friends ranging from all ages. So just sit back watching. I hear a lot of time from women, and there are some great women out there. We're not gonna knock out. Majority of y'all have a lot of great qualities about y'all, a lot of them. But what I run into is that, a lot of them aren't healed. I hear a lot of women always say, he didn't choose me. I wasn't good enough. This, and that. It ain't that. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that is because, I'll be honest with everybody. When I came on live was when I was coming out of my dark place. I took my time to heal. I didn't get in no relationship. I wasn't trying to date during that time. I took my time to me. I took about 8-9 months locked in my room pretty much to myself. Just me and Jesus. Until I got right. I didn't feel like I could bring all my shit to somebody. And my shit had to be together before I was ready to settle down. And everybody knew that. When everybody met me. Rock, when you met me, even at Amanda's, I talked back then. I said, well, my shit together, I'll get with who I need to be with. Even Amanda asked me back then when I was over there, how could I date so many and not be able to see one? And I told her, I know the one that I want. You know what I'm saying? So, that was back in the days. And I apologize bringing up her name. No disrespect to her. That's a positive note. I'm just saying that's just where I was in life. You know what I'm saying? I'm dating openly, but I'm trying to find somebody that was for me when I got right. I didn't want to be that person that hadn't healed from anything that I've been through in life. And taking that and asking a woman to put up with that shit. That's a lot. But a lot of women do that, though. I see a lot of women, they jump from relationship to relationship to relationship. And I know because I've dated a few. Then I dated a lot that hadn't been in relationships for a long time. And because of that, there's some damage inside there also that people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we all should, every time we go through anything traumatic in our life, anything big, we should always go seek some kind of counseling. Talk to somebody. If it's a friend, it can be a friend. It don't have to be nobody that you got to pay hundreds of dollars an hour to. I was seriously in bad shape before I married. I was hurt real bad. I do understand. I mean, we don't. Sometimes sometimes women don't understand that they're hurt. You know, if I get with you and you don't trust me and we just got together and I haven't given you any reason not to trust me, but your last two boyfriends could repeatedly cheated on you, you're making me pay for your last two boyfriends. And that's not for me.
You know what I noticed I was doing and shit. That when I got out of my situation, I
Uh,
was I was making everything that happened about me. And people do that shit. It ain't always about you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't when people be so stuck on that part, like, you know, a lot of that hurt. Y'all people, we just speak positivity over yourself and over your life. I really don't even like women now when they tell me I was hurt and I'm broken or I'm trying to work through shit. I kind of tend to back off of them right then and there. I ain't going no further
well, let me ask
because
you this, Rock. How many times you see
claiming,
on Facebook a girl going through a depressive moment one week and next week she got a boyfriend, she happy as hell. When did you have time to heal from the depressive moment that you just went through? That you was about ready to kill yourself on Facebook?
I don't even deal with women on Facebook no
I
more
don't
because
either, but I'm just
yeah,
telling
when
you,
you
those are little things right there that I pay attention to a lot of women. And I've never had one of the women I was dating never do nothing like that. But those are true things that go on. I see it all the
yeah,
time. What Facebook does do, it opens up people's lives to you a lot.
man,
Because a lot
that
of people post a lot of their serious shit on here. I don't. I use Facebook for what it is, comedy.
man, listen, it be some women on there and shit, right? And they be and niggas do it too. So that y'all don't think I'm picking on no damn body. It's just okay. Let me say, it be some people on there, and they be fucked up, and because they saying some shit about the other gender, that's it don't even make sense, but because motherfuckers is hurt, they
They
gonna
agree
yeah,
with that shit.
they don't agree with that shit, and they pushing bullshit ass narratives, and now everybody think that's the fucking norm. You know what I'm saying? Like this toxic culture, that shit is not normal. That shit is weird. I don't even like talking to women who think being toxic is cute. I got time for none of that. Like I'm dead ass on some whole positivity ass shit right now.
Bo
Like
Banks said they put a band-aid on their situation.
it don't even be a band-aid, Miss Banks. It just be a mask.
Yeah.
It be a whole lot of laughter, a whole lot of jokes, a whole lot of all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just a mask.
Yeah, of course you can. You always can. Let me see. Sarah Sherry to Bo Banks.
Huh?
Can you invite her?
Huh?
Let me see.
Because you know my phone be acting up. I ain't got time to deal with these two motherfuckers.
Wait.
I just think that, Rock, I think a lot of people need to look within. I know I hear a lot of women that I date, they always all I ever were you able to invite her?
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
No, because I
Um,
have administrative privileges.
huh?
Mm-mm.
You're not able to invite her?
No.
Hold on.
Man,
I told you should have made me a part admin because then I could do it. But
I was supposed to. I gotta get that over there to you this week. So that way you'll be able to be on there. She's in there now. I got her. As long as I'm back, I'm cool. All right, cool. Um, I don't know, man. I feel like when it's whenever you get out of a relationship and I talk to some women, I hear a lot of women that I talk to say, they blame a lot of stuff on their ex. A lot of stuff. No matter what, y'all have never heard me come on here and say anything bad about what Shawty's ever done to me because that's nobody's business. What I do work on is whatever I done wrong in that marriage. That's the only thing I can fix. I can't fix what she done wrong. I'm not gonna bash her for it. I'm not gonna talk bad to her about her for it or none of that. You know what I'm saying? What we went through is what we went through. What I will work on is what I feel like I don't feel like I measured up in my department when I was in my marriage. Whatever the things that I feel like I need to work on, I'm gonna be better for Crystal in that area. That's the only thing I can do, is make sure I'm aware of where my downfalls was, not hers.
That's all it is, dude. That's exactly, man. Exactly. Shit. And quit trying to understand the bullshit. You'll never understand what somebody else doing. When they do
Bo
something.
Banks, I sent you the link, sweetheart, in your messenger. Check your Facebook Messenger. See, and that's just it. Like Rock, you know, when I first met you a while back, I remember you telling me something that you never looked for closure. You just wanted to, and that's what men do. Like, we want to know where we went wrong in anything we did. Period. I don't give a damn about the extra shit. You can leave me or whatever you want to do, but tell me where I went wrong so I can improve on those areas.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I think I admired Rock right off the bat the first couple of times I met him, because any man that wants to know why so he can fix it even though it's over, that's a real man. Most niggas be like, man, fuck her. Now, Rock, you want to know, hey man, what I did wrong. If I ever get in another relationship, I don't want to do the same things wrong. I want to make them the same mistakes. If I've done something wrong.
Yeah, I don't make the same mistake twice. Never in life. Never in life.
I made the same mistake several times.
So, Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
Damaged. What do you got to say about that topic? And healing and making yourself better for a relationship.
This is something I've been dealing with for myself, because I am one of those women who do not deal with stuff after it's happened. So it's been a struggle, but I am learning to heal and do breathing exercises, and he's doing all kinds of methods because I would need that toxicity out of my system.
You better LIG.
I continue to build anything else.
And it's hard because, like you said, you know, in that state, you know, it's hard to be good for anybody.
Yep. Nah, give it to God.
No matter what anybody got to say, when you're going through it, when you're really going through it, you're at your lowest. It's hard to be good for anybody. Why would you want to be in a relationship and you can't even be good for you?
Because it's a mask, man. It's a mask. The Band-Aid, man. You can't find happiness for yourself, so you burying yourself into somebody else. You make that somebody else your focal point. Now your happiness is dependent on that person. And then when that person fail you, you resent that person. You start to hate that goddamn person. And y'all have a problem and shit. I trip, man. Hey, look, I'm sounding real intelligent tonight. That's because I've been fucking working on me. Shit.
See?
That's what I'm talking about. Healing, boy.
Hey.
Healing. I know working on you on a vacation too, wasn't you?
Man, listen, I can go from woman to fucking woman, but I got to be happy with my goddamn self, man. Because
that's true.
Nobody. People do not understand the pressure that they put on their spouse or their partner when they're making their happiness based off the other person. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of goddamn pressure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for me, you know, as a man, if I was gonna be with a woman and shit, when I wake up, I'm already facing pressure going out the fucking door. You know, and then I drive trucks and shit. So I'm on the road. I'm under pressure all day, every day. And then I got a woman who, you know, or I could have a woman who ain't fucking happy, and she looking for me to make her happy. And every time I turn around is, well, when you coming home, or how long you gonna be on the road, or this and this and that, and then she complaining about that shit. But then it's like, well, I need this, you know what I'm saying, amount of money because I got to do this, or the kids need that. That's a lot of fucking pressure people put on their spouse. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just with that. I'm just saying, like, just period. Like, be happy, man. And for me, if I ever get in a relationship again, I just want to try to alleviate as much pressure off my person as humanly possible. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, let me ask you a question. Would you be able to do that if you still was damaged and still had issues from your past? Would you be able to do that?
Yeah, I don't claim that damage shit, man. I ain't broke. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Damage.
I'm not saying that you are. I'm saying, but
Yeah, no,
if
no,
you
no.
were,
I'm saying, like I can't answer that for you because my mindset is different on that shit. I'm not claiming that. I speak healing over myself and over my body. I'm real shit over my
I
mental.
feel you on that. I
Ain't
can't.
none of that. I'm all about being better and being healthy. You know, that's my thought over me. Like I'm trying to be
See,
healthy. I'm trying
and
to be
that's where I'm at. Speak positivity over me or don't speak at all.
it out. Yeah, indeed.
Hello, Miss Bo Banks.
Hey, how are you guys?
Man, long time no
Good. How are
see.
you?
You rocking the
Right.
fro, ain't you?
Yeah, I know it's a little rough, but hey,
No, it
it
look
is
good
what it
on you,
is.
girl. What is you talking about? Nisa, how you doing
Oh
today?
shit! Am I speeding?
I'm doing good.
So, you said you wanted to come join in. Come on in then. I know you got
Yeah.
something to say today.
Now, what I guess what I was saying earlier, it depends on where you meet them at. When you meet the person, when you're talking about bringing it to the table, because sometimes you can meet a person at a club, and therefore, and say if you just out with your girlfriends, and so you're trying to change this guy for who he is, and that's what he do. He goes to the club. That's and we have a tendency of wanting to change a man and make him into what we want them to be, and sometimes that doesn't work.
That's a lot of pressure, Miss Bo.
Huh?
I said that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, you have to meet them where they are.
Yeah, you know
And
what?
if that's not where you want to be, then you're not supposed to be there.
And that's something that I've always found confusing. Like, how could you get with someone and love them for who they are, and then you spend so much time with them, and then you turn around and feel like you need to tweak them here, and here, like
You know why, Rock?
some constant shit.
You
Like
know why, Rock?
Right.
I can answer that right off the bat because I've dealt with it with some people, some women that I've dealt with. Because they put up with it to be around you, and they get around you. They really didn't like it at first, but they put up with it to be around you. But then after so long, they think that you're going to change from it because they just think it's a phase that you're going through. So then
Right.
it gets on their nerves. It's like, accepting and saying that you cool with me smoking, but then less than a week later, complain about you got asthma and everything else. If you don't want to be around me, don't be around me. I smoke.
Right.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't try to be around me to make you happy because it ain't working. Don't if you don't like smoke, don't do it. Don't allow nobody to tell you or to go against what you truly believe in. If you don't believe in smoking, you don't want it around you, you don't want it in your clothes, then don't be around it at all. Don't try to be around it just to hang out with me.
Right.
But women and men do that all the time. They'll look over some things and think, oh, it ain't that bad. But then when they get with them, they look back and they want them to change that. Find the person that's for you that you don't want to ask to change. I don't ask Crystal to change anything about it. The same person I met to change, but the same person I expect to see every day.
Right.
now you just have to be mindful of some things. Like you can't ask an emotional woman to stop being emotional. Just kind of be mindful of your I guess your behavior maybe. Like when something happens to you or you're going through a situation where you it's gonna make you. She's gonna be emotional, but how do you react to your emotion? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I making sense? You,
Yeah,
like you,
I can say this. Right before we took our trip to California, like a day before, I was real sick, man. Y'all know I got them stomach problems. I think Tania texted me and said if I wasn't going, she wasn't going. Ava texted me and said if she wasn't going. So then Crystal comes in and she's over here in the restroom with me and she says it. And I kind of snapped, you know what I'm saying? And of course, y'all know I already speak loud. And I spoke loud to her and she froze up on me. You know, emotionally, I could see I hit a nerve. So now I gently watch how I handle my woman because the reality of it is that I never wanted to handle like that in the first place. And that's not how I ever want to handle her. I don't want her like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She should never be worried about me flipping off the bone. I would just tired of everybody asking me. I'm like, look, I'm going on a trip to California. It's for my birthday. I don't care if I get on the plane sick. I'm going. Period.
Right.
But no, I mean, when you're dealing with emotions, Rock, you have to. That's something with men and women. I mean, I don't know. I've never dated no men, so I can't say. But I try to leave it equal because the women always say we pick on them. But I know dating women, you got to watch. Emotion is a big thing with women. Period.
Right.
especially everything else they've been through. You know what I'm saying? If they've been in an abusive relationship,
Right.
that's another thing. Like
But,
I honestly say this. I used to sit back and look at my sister-in-laws in the past. And my sister-in-laws have never been married. And some people would say that they're what would y'all say that their expectations are way up here, or their their level of what they want from a man is up here. But then I sit back and I look, my sister-in-laws never had to go through no bullshit. They never
Right.
went through no extracurricular bullshit with a man. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with my brother-in-law. You know what I'm saying? He never went through no extracurricular activity with a woman. If they happen to give her one for a little while, they give one, but they ain't going through no emotional extra stuff. You know, if we ain't working, we ain't working. Move around.
Right.
I'm not gonna ruin 2 or 3 years of my life trying to fight for something that I know and you know ain't gonna work.
And
Right.
women who wear their emotions on their sleeves anyway are dangerous.
Right.
and that's and like I said, being emotional, there's nothing wrong with that. But how do you handle yourself? Like okay, for me, when I'm angry, right, I get quiet. But at the same time, when I'm angry, that's when I'm at my most vulnerable. That means like what I mean is like that's when like I'm likely to do some shit I'm gonna regret. So
Mm.
when you fucking make me angry, that's when I take it upon myself to monitor myself and how I react to the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you done piss me off, but it ain't about you right now. It's about me because
Right.
I'm the one that's going in the end suffer whatever consequence that may come by how I react to the stupid ass shit you just did that pissed me off. If that makes sense, you know. I really don't know how to give an example. Well, like just say if I'm talking to like if me and you were talking, Thomas, and you do something or you say something that pissed me off, where normally I'd fucking tell you about it and be ready to stand on whatever you came back with. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That
Yeah.
and instead of just going off in that moment, I take a step back and I start, goddamn it, monitoring me, like checking myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool. He said that, you know what I'm saying? You pissed off, but you know, you need to
Yeah.
chill for you. You know, not for you, but for me. Like Rock, you need to chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's you know,
I totally agree with what you're saying. You know, and some people don't even think like that. They
no,
just
man.
think about the fact that, you know, they mad at the person that they mad at, or whoever they mad at, and they gonna just go out and do. Bro, there's other, like you say, there's another end, and there's consequence. Yeah, you might knock shit out of them, you might do whatever you want to do to them, but then at the end, you got to worry about what the consequences that come with that.
There's always some consequence, man. It's gonna be even with your woman, like your woman and women and men. Let me tell you something. Women gonna burn that motherfucking house down. They'll sit there, goddamn it. They see the goddamn gas stove on, and they gonna hold that match in their hand, and they don't give a fuck about that gas stove. They finna light the match because you done pissed them off and shit. Women say some hurtful shit. Women do the most. Women do the most. But what I'm saying
Yeah,
is
when they
like,
mad, when a woman's mad, boy, say when a woman's mad, she will say anything to come to her head and come straight out her mouth.
out of mouth, out of head, she gonna do whatever she gonna do. But and then a lot of times they come back and they sorry. And
But see, that's my
I didn't
thing,
mean
Rock.
that.
Like, let me ask you a question. If you truly heal from all the stuff you been through, is that really gonna make you overreact like that?
I don't know, because you know,
See,
even
like you said, you think about you now. You're healed from your past. You wouldn't have thought about you in the past because you would have reacted like you said. Now you think about you. That's a sign of a person being healed. Those women that act like that, I don't sound like they really healed. Because you're supposed to learn from your consequences, the mistakes that you're making. Like you said, you learn from that. You learn overreacting can get you somewhere, can get you in more trouble than anything else.
Right. You just don't stay in a fire. If you see something that's going to trigger you and make you become, very upset, you walk away from the situation. You just
Yeah.
don't sit there and burn. You already know that it's going to take you to another place. So it's time to get up and walk away.
yeah,
But like you said, if we'd have asked you this question 15 years ago, we probably wouldn't have
Right.
got the same answer.
Right.
Because like you
I
said,
mean, I just
you'd
remember.
have said you stand on what you say. So I mean, like I said, that's the sign of healing to me, and that's what we're talking about today, Ms. Bobanks. In the second half is about healing.
Yelling, yeah.
Healing, so we
And
can
I'm,
get to a
and
better
I,
relationship. I don't feel like nobody can get to a better relationship if they haven't dealt with all the bullshit that they've already been through.
Or growth.
Right.
Really, you can call it healing, you can call it growth, because
Right.
you know, like, okay, and I be speaking just from me being a man dating women. Like I like Thomas said, I don't fuck with niggas like that, so I can't, you know what I'm saying, speak to a woman's perspective. But for me, it's like a lot of women date, but they ain't grew out of that past relationship. They still stuck in that bullshit. Their
Right.
mentality the same, the way they respond to everything the same. You say one thing, they go right back to where they say they came from. It's the same shit. Like you can't be a gentleman to some of these women no more. Like, you know, you can't. They stuck in a place. It's hard. It's hard, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. And people don't understand it. I mean, Bo Banks, that's what we've been trying to tell y'all we be dealing with down there. Like, no matter, you'll find a good woman, she look good, you know what I'm saying? She seemed like she got her shit together, but then when you actually start breaking down them walls and looking up underneath some of that paint, you realize, shit, that shit just been painted over. That shit ain't been fixed. The hole right there ain't been fixed. It's still damaged there. They ain't put no plaster to it or nothing.
Yeah,
You
and
know
you
what I'm
know,
saying?
then
I
what
mean,
is
when you
she
start
doing to
stripping
work
back that
toward it?
paint, the house don't look so good.
Right.
Man, that shit like running a damn like at a track meet. You run the 400, they got hurdles, 400 hurdles on repeat. You jump one hurdle, goddamn it, they're gonna put up another one, and another one, and another one, and another one until you just fucking break.
I know. I mean,
And
like you said, the hurdles don't ever stop. They continue
they don't
to go. But
stop.
the problem is the only way we're gonna ever stop them is by stop jumping.
And when you stop jumping, then you must then care about me. You ain't applying enough pressure. I'll be glad when these
sooner
women.
or later, Rock, in those situations, you and me both know, sooner or later, we got to start thinking about ourselves.
Listen, no facts, because this whole applying pressure phase, I'll be glad when that stops.
Yeah, I mean, I heard women say that all the time.
You be applying pressure.
I'm gonna say
Chasing
this. I
their
was
ass.
again, Rock. I was dating multiple women. Everybody know that. But when it came to the woman that I wanted, I applied the pressure when it was time. It was time for me to apply pressure. We don't apply pressure to every woman. All you women think we're supposed to apply pressure. No, we're not doing that. We don't apply pressure to every woman. When we find a woman that actually stands out to us and we really want them, like we've told y'all in the past, a man will pursue what he wants, what he truly wants. And I'm not talking about just to pursue to fuck you. If he want to fuck you, conversation can do that.
Man, listen.
Right.
And that's just
But
being,
the thing,
I'm being honest. No disrespect to any women out there, but no, majority of us can have sex with a lot of the women out here in these streets. But I'm not looking for sex. I'm looking for something deeper. When I see that in that woman, when I seen that in Crystal, I applied pressure, and everybody seen that I applied pressure. Everybody in my crew seen I applied pressure when it
but at the same time, though, Thomas, was it reciprocated?
It was reciprocated to me before I ever reciprocated it to her.
So, and that's my thing, though.
See
Like,
what they fail to realize is I hold the key to the marriage, like we talked before. No disrespect to any women, since no women want to get on their knees in 2022, like we talked about last year. Oh man, I'm not proposing to no man, nothing like that. Then that means we hold the key to marriage, and as long as we hold the key to marriage, I honestly believe y'all should do a little bit more pursuing than what we do. I'm sorry, I just hate to say it. You should show me that you're into me before I ever show you I'm into you. I'm sorry. I showed you I'm into you when I came in your inbox and I gave you the conversation. No disrespect, I did. I gave you the conversation. Where did you take that conversation?
Give me an example.
So it's like this.
What you mean? When you say
okay, you said that the women should pursue you. Give me an example.
Okay.
What are you referring
to?
Okay.
Watch this. Don't pursue me and pretend. Don't pursue me and see what you see on Facebook and think for a second that that's Thomas. If you get to know Thomas, you'll find out who Thomas is. Pursuing me for me is getting to know who I am, know true to who I am. If you know me, I got knee problems and I got stomach problems. I don't normally let that out in the public eye, and I don't let that out to women I'm dating because that's none of your business until we get to that point. But unlike any other woman, Crystal pursued me and found out about me and tried to help me with my sickness before we ever even started talking. That there showed that she pursued me, that she came after me, that she showed an interest more than anybody else. A lot of other women tried, but it wasn't 100% to me. No disrespect to any one of them. I respect every one of them. But she did. She took the step above and beyond, and I can't go in details, but she took the steps above and beyond.
But that's okay.
And not only that, She's the first one that you know that's gonna run to the hospital and tell him in a minute that's my husband. Be like, I gotta get back there and see him. You know what I'm
It's
saying? And we
Right.
weren't even dating, but she wanted to
it's
make
like
sure I'm okay. I mean, I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? You know, because again, I don't try to put. That's the only thing about me. My health is my only thing that I never want to put on a woman.
so
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's one thing. You know, I don't know if I believe in that part of his sickness and the health. I don't know. That's a hard burden to put on somebody.
Right.
I've seen it in so
Yeah.
many ways. I've
That's why
seen it in
your
so
heart
many
got
ways.
to be in it.
Yeah.
Your
I
heart has
mean,
to be in it.
I seen my aunt take care of my uncle, and that was probably the most depressing 3 years of her life. No matter how it went, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was depressing as hell, and it's just a burden that I don't feel like we should have to put on our loved ones like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep my kids around so that way my woman don't have to put up with it by herself. My kids gonna definitely look out for me. All my kids, every one of them. If I need them, they come and running.
Right.
one thing that gets to me is like I'm gonna step to this woman and I'm letting her know I have interest in making you my woman.
Tania,
She
you full of
wants
shit today.
she wants me to apply pressure to her to be her man, right? To provide for her, to go to work every day and pay her bills. So you mean to tell me I gotta chase you down after I've already stated my purpose with you, what I want from you? Now I have to chase you down just to do what? Like, I kind of feel like you play yourself, man. The way they think nowadays about pressure and applying pressure to them, it's like they want you to play yourself out. How big of a fucking how long is this nigga gonna chase me around with me playing mental games with him, mind games with him, manipulative games? How long is he gonna stick it out before they say, okay, yeah, I got a big enough food? That's what some of these that I'm just saying for Mike. That was it seems like some of these people do.
Right. Being in a relationship is really hard. I mean, it's really challenging. You got to have the mindset to even, to be in a relationship because there is a lot that you have to deal with. It's like when you're married, like what you were saying, if someone's sick, your heart has to be in it. You can't just be in it for play.
Right onto Hampshire
That
Drive.
thing is real,
Let me
and
ask.
so is it for better or worse?
Yeah, you're right about that. Is it for better or for worse? But I mean, that's the hard part for me. The sickness and the health for me. That's just the hardest part for me.
But that's
I
just,
mean,
but that's just part of life. It's just what it is. When you marry all of that. And when I hear some women say, "Well, I didn't sign up for this." Yes, you did. You signed up for better or worse, for sickness and poor. You signed up to have kids. You signed up to do the house chores. You signed up for all of that.
Hey,
So
my
if
mom
you're not ready to take care of that, then you shouldn't have got married, or you shouldn't even be in a relationship because that's what you have to do. It's responsibility.
hey, you know
well, I
what's
mean,
funny?
yeah, like you said, I mean, everybody has to go through it at some point in time. You grow old together, you're gonna go
Yeah,
through it
you
anyway.
have to go. When you're married, one of you probably end up getting really sick. Another person gonna have to take care of their spouse, no matter how hard it is. That's
It's
just
gonna
what
be
it
me.
is.
You see how young Crystal look? Crystal like she's 25, man.
Crystal looks like she's 12.
Hey,
I know, man. I took out
not,
last week. I feel like R. Kelly
She's
sitting in that restaurant.
beautiful.
hey,
Well,
look,
she's
You hear me?
beautiful.
I felt like
Huh?
R. Kelly sitting in the restaurant last week when we went out to eat. Them people looking at me all crazy. I'm up in that motherfucker like Kale's big pimping. You hear me?
Oh, but Crystal's beautiful though.
Yeah.
That's one
Thank you.
thing.
She is beautiful. And I'll be honest with you, like it was an issue for me, but it wasn't an issue for her. My health has never been an issue with her at all. She was the one
Because
first. She
she's
said
for
I knew what
you.
I was. She told me I knew what I was signing on to when I signed on.
What's for you is for you, and she's for you.
Yeah. Oh, I will agree to that. She is for me.
I'm happy. I'm excited.
Me
Okay.
too. We've
Is
been
he
waiting
still
for
talking?
this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I pushed mute.
Oh, okay. I said, wait a minute. He don't fade it out.
So, Miss Bowbanks, what do you say about the healing part? What do you say about healing about before you get in other relationships?
What do I say about healing before you get out of a relationship?
No, you can't heal before you get out most of the times. I don't know
No,
how.
I mean, I'm just trying to understand your question. I might
Before
have
you
heard
jump
you
into another one, before you go into another one, healing from your past.
You definitely got to heal. You have to take time for yourself, because if you're not ready to get into another relationship, all you're doing is starting chaos all over again. And like you said earlier, why I got to pay for somebody from what the last guy did? Because that's what you're paying for. Whatever kind of damage that she had happened to her, and trying to get into another relationship, and she's carrying that baggage over to the new relationship, or vice versa.
So you I mean, because you deal with a lot of people also, because like I said, you write plays and everything, so you've seen it from all aspects.
Yeah, I was talking to a lady in a grocery store, and she was talking about these men ain't about shit. They this and they that. And she said, I got 2 cars, I got a Mercedes, I got a house, I got all of this, and they don't want to do right. I said, first of all, you're doing everything that a man's supposed to do. Well, how does he fit in? If you're doing everything, you don't make him feel like he's valuable. You don't make him feel like that he's wanted.
He never measures up.
That's what I'm saying. So you said you got this and you got that. So how does he fit? I said, I wouldn't want to talk to you either.
Yeah.
I said, you trying to be the woman and the man in a relationship. She said, well, but ain't about. I said, but you hadn't even gave the man an opportunity. Your husband could have been looking at you in the face because of everything that you've been doing and saying. He walked the other direction.
See, but see, you said it. I'm glad it came out your mouth. Me and Rock would have said that. They'll swear but that we beating women down for that statement you just said. But it's true.
That is true. That's what it is.
Like if me and Rock approach a woman and she start telling about what all she has, this and that, we already know what type of bra she is. I ain't got time.
We have to stay in our feminine. We have to stay in our
what all you
femininity.
had, man. I might be asking you how the sky look today. Don't bring up all what you got and all that extra shit. I don't want to hear what you got.
We have to stay in our femininity. And that's the thing that we don't. We try to be tough and wear the pants. That's not who we are. If you go to work and you work with men like that, it's time you gotta flip. You gotta flip that when you come home. You can't bring that same energy in the house. And that's what women have to understand.
But let me ask you a question. How do you flip that switch out? How do
you take time before
it's today's time, because let's be honest, there's so many women movements out here and so much going on for women. How do y'all not feel yourself?
What I'm saying, first of all, stay in the word. Stay in the word and take time before you go in that house. You have to woosah. You have to take that time, that moment before you walk into that house. Change your mind, because the mindset that you had at first, that's not the same mindset that you need to walk in the house with. Because whatever happened at work has nothing to do with the man that you coming into the house to.
And the man you have at home is not the same type of man you're dealing with at work.
Okay, because my thing is
the first one, and I'll be the first one to say it too. Like Rock said, you notice Rock said he had to get out of trucking mode. Me and we gotta do the same thing. Oh, look at the baby, y'all. Oh, look at the baby. All these babies around here.
Oh.
That's your sister's little one, right, Rock?
He is knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, she had a natural birth.
Oh, she got Rock wrapped around her pinky already.
Oh yeah, I love me some babies.
Tell.
Look at all that hair, y'all.
Man, my grandbaby got that much too. The one that just was born, she got that much hair. I'm shocked, boy. And it
your grandbaby. Your grandbababy was born 2 days after my birthday. 2 days.
I keep asking me.
I got 4 grandgirls and I love them to death.
I only got 2 grandsons.
Man, I'm waiting on a grandson, but God, I think whatever I've done to women,
want me to take my head with me.
Protect my granddaughters.
I have a newborn. You ain't got no fucking newborn.
Well, I just been on the road.
Wow.
I drove through a snowstorm to get here.
Sucked on every hour, okay?
He said, I thought
that's draining.
Is it really? Because your titty sucks while you got that baby now.
Whatever.
Oh, Tania said,
sorry.
I think those women are hurt and have been hurt. So they boss up and get their own. Not knowing a real man is not looking for financial security from a woman. She puts on lights. She does not need a man, but deep down she wants a man.
Wait till he wake up so I can tell him about it.
I agree with that whole statement. And like you said, she boss up and start getting her own. She start getting her own, and not understanding, like you said, I'll be honest, you know, I've dated a lot of women. Most of the women I dated was financially comfortable. You know, they wasn't asking a man for shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
that don't have anything to do with me choosing you. That's not gonna have any. That's not gonna be the end result because you got your finances
Right.
together. I go
Right.
deeper than that. I need to know if we mix. Understand? I need to know if when I wake up every day happy because I'm happy every day because I love me and I
Right.
love God. So I'm happy every day. When I wake up, God gave me breath. I'm happy. So if I'm happy, I need to know that you're gonna add to that. If you ain't, if you take away, you gotta go.
You know, it's just look at the world. Everybody's not on their game. Everybody's not what they're supposed to be. You know, I wrote about it. I said the men are out of place, the women are misplaced, now the kids are displaced because the men are not in the position where they need to be. So the woman got to be in that position and try to do everything. Now they can't really watch out for the kids, and the kids are acting a fool.
Mm.
So we're not in position. Everybody's getting out of position. We got to
Yeah,
stay
I
in
agree. I
position
agree
in
with that
order
out
for
of
that thing to
position.
work.
I agree with that out of position thing for sure. Women have definitely taken on that headship role in the house or try
Yeah, and
to.
so and when you look at in some aspect, can you even blame some of the women?
And to be honest with you, Bo Banks, a lot of it have to do with their healing too. A man took them through so much stuff in
Right,
the past, so they're not gonna let this other man take them through it. They're gonna have their own.
right,
So that way they don't got to worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I mean, I understand where they come from, but you have to be able to script that down some for me. You have to
right.
take that
Before you
and
even,
tone that down a little bit for me because I got this. I got what
yeah, before you,
But
I'm a
then we
bring
have
to
a
the
lot
table
of
what I'm
soft
supposed to
men
bring.
too these days.
yeah, before you even marry that person, you got to get to the foundation. You got to know how they built, where they come from, what happened, because that carries over into your adulthood. That that becomes who that person is. You know, how they created. If
Yeah.
that make any sense. Because for an example, not trying to, no shade. If a man is cheating, that's all he do is cheat. And you got to get down to the root of the problem. Why is he cheating? Is it something that he saw his father do? Did the great great grandfather do that to where he see that he feels that women not valuable and like they just, something to play around with? And because that's what he saw. Do he
Yeah.
even know why he cheats? So you have to get down to the foundation. So before you get involved with someone, you have to find out who they are truly. And you have to do your research, like they have to do the research on you. You have to find out when you're around his family, how does he talk to his mother? Not the first time, maybe the 20th time when you're around her, whatever. How does he change? Because he may be fronting at the beginning, but later on, how do he treat his mother? How do he treat the women in his family? You got to watch that. Same thing for the woman. How does she treat her mother, her father, the people that's around her?
I ain't never
That's
thought
part of
about it
her
like that.
DNA.
Yeah. I mean, the way a man treats his
So
mother
stop
really says
getting
a
these
lot.
quick relationships and find out who that person is.
Also the way he treats his sisters too.
That's what I'm saying. All the women that's in the family, his daughter.
Man, let me tell you something. My sisters are my pride and joy. All of
Right.
them. And I got a lot of them. And they my pride and joy. Hell, Tania like my sister. She my pride and joy too. That's my sister right there. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing
Oh,
over 30 years. That's my homie. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right,
I mean, like I tell everybody, I mean, when you dating out here, you have to really know you. Stop
right.
trying to figure out everybody else. Make sure you know who you are. Make sure you know that the
Yeah,
past is the past. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Don't take that same bullshit and that same energy from your past relationship into this new one.
right.
That if
Let
that energy
me,
wasn't warranted and it didn't work in the last one, what makes you think it's gonna work on this one?
right,
They always say insanity doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Maybe a different
right,
approach, maybe a different way to do things, maybe going to seek some help, maybe actually being able to sit down and talk to somebody about how you truly feel about what you went through.
right,
You know, get it off your chest so that way you don't wear it on your chest. Every time
right,
somebody see you got your chest puffed out, a deal, and they ain't had nothing to do with what went on in your past.
right.
That's not fair in the next relationship. That's not fair to any man or any woman.
Yeah, before you can get out of somebody else's way, you got to get out your own way.
I'll be honest. We all know in our black community we have a problem with healing.
Yeah,
We have a problem with seeking help. We all
Right,
do this.
because you're
You know,
supposed to. It's supposed to be a secret. We're not supposed to ever talk
yeah.
about it.
We all try to heal in silence, and we all try to
Right,
keep it bottled up. But I tell y'all, as black people, we gotta seek help. There's
right,
hotlines for this. There's there's counselors for this. There's friends that truly talk to you and not judge.
right.
You know, that's hard to find. I'm not gonna tell y'all to just go share your shit with everybody. Don't do that.
Now,
Don't
one
do
thing that
that.
I learned, one thing that I learned, because we get so caught up because this person don't like us. Sometimes that's none of our business if they don't like you or not. They have to deal with themselves. Whatever they don't like about you, that's their problem. Just know
Amen.
that's not your business. When you realize that's not your business, it won't bother you anymore. Because you can care less. But there's people that's around you that do love you, that's going to support you, that's going to
Yep.
uplift you. So put your energy in that. But don't put your energy to somebody who really could be jealous of you or whatever, because that's none of your business. Don't
Yeah.
even give it no time, no energy. Because when you give it energy, your tone goes up and it sounds like you're angry, because you shouldn't even give them that energy. They don't even
Man,
deserve
listen.
that.
I'll be
They
honest.
don't deserve it.
I have two. I have two male friends, and I have like three female friends that I truly am able to talk to and say. And Crystal's one of them now,
Man,
for sure. Make that
right.
four female friends. But I mean, to be honest with you, like I said before, my ex helped me heal from my past. I know that's strange to
Yeah.
say for some people, but my ex helped
It's
me heal
not.
from my
It's
past.
really not strange.
Chandra's a good woman. See, when we broke up, I knew what my faults was in there. She definitely outlined them for me.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And that right there, I felt like made me a better man,
Right.
and I respect her for it. So that's why I say,
There's nothing wrong with that.
that's why I don't. You've never heard me come on here and dog out, because she's the one who helped me through my healing. When I was in that dark place,
Right.
she still checked on me and made sure I was okay. You know what I'm saying? And she still checks on me and makes sure I'm okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We all good friends. Her and her soon to be
That's real
husband, mine
good.
and Crystal, all of us are all good friends.
That
You know
is
what I'm
real
saying?
good. I
I
love to
mean,
hear
we're
that.
all family. I mean, we got kids together. We're family. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That's they pop, I'm they pop. They know
Right.
they know where everything is. You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like like I said, I have a lot of male friends that's that way too. I tell them all the time when I sit up here and we in conversation and we be somewhere and somebody see
Oh,
one
is
of their
she
exes out
cute?
there. Oh, she's adorable. Look at her.
Oh, she's so gorgeous.
That's his
I
baby girl.
love
You
her.
can tell.
This is my
That's your baby
youngest
girl
Mhm.
right
girl.
there.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Lincoln.
Oh.
What's
Hello.
up?
Oh, how old are they?
Yeah.
That's Miss Tierra and Thomas and Miss Bobek.
I'm
I think
crazy, y'all. Excuse my
what?
language. I apologize.
Let
I
me
didn't
see
know
your
y'all
shoe.
was
You
all
put
in
it
the
on the
room.
wrong feet, baby. That's why. Put it on the right foot.
Daddy, you blow my.
Christy said that part, Miss Bowbanks. I live by that. It's not business. It's not business who don't like me.
Right. That is true. Don't give them that time or the energy. And just keep it moving. Keep being you.
But
Keep
but
being
let me
you.
ask you a question. How do you recognize your issues when you always point out somebody else's?
Well, when you mean that you're pointing the finger at somebody issue,
Yeah, like you meet women and they're all about telling you about their ex and what they did wrong. But it takes two people to do wrong most of the time. Don't get me wrong.
right,
Sometimes
right.
sometimes a man can cheat and they can say but there was more than just the cheating that made y'all
It's
break up,
it's
trust me.
it's always when there's an action, there's a reaction.
Put that on the bottom of that shoe.
If you cause the action, then they're gonna react to it.
Yeah.
For example, if my husband comes home, for an example, I'm nagging about the bills. He could have lost his job. That's his opportunity to be able. Well, that's my opportunity to listen to my husband to let me know that he lost his job. But now he feels like he can't talk to me because I started in on him. I didn't even ask him how was his day or nothing. I just went in. Is
See,
that
I like
fair?
how Crystal handled me. Whenever she got to correct me on something, if I done something wrong, she always
Right,
said, "Baby, you know I love you, right?" And then that let me know she coming out of love, not out of anger. And then she
right.
proceeds to tell me what she. And it's never nothing really with me. It might be something like, Gavin need to take out trash, something simple, and
You
but she
found
tell me
your
in such a
language.
nice way.
Yeah, you found your language. It's just crazy. We just have to learn how to communicate better with one another. Bills and situations always going to be there. It's the way how you're going to handle it. We can handle it better if we want to, if we put forth the effort. But sometimes we just want to just just lash out, and lashing out is not always the answer.
Yeah, that's true. That's very much true.
We definitely have to do, be better instead of, especially in your relationship, friendships,
And Sierra, like I told you before, we all here for you. You know what I'm saying? You got all of our
Mm-hmm.
numbers.
Yeah,
You don't ever have to suffer in
No,
silence.
I
You
appreciate
never
it.
right,
have to, not with us. Your family does. So again, work on yourself. Understand that
right.
God got you. Whether you believe it or not, God always got you. You know what I'm saying? I always
That
tell
is so
everybody out.
true.
Y'all always heard me say I don't believe 100% in the Bible, but I do believe in God. Period. Point blank. I know He's
Right.
real. I've seen Him in too many situations in my life
Yep.
that I know He was the only one could have answered those situations. And one is for me to be a free man today. So let me say that, and that's a blessing in God by itself. So I mean, that's why I look at it and say, I can't forsake him. Even when I was in my dark place, that was the only true person I felt like I could talk to.
Right.
That's the only true person. And of course, Chandra was the second, and my best friend Berto and Sly was the other ones. And
Right.
between those three people and God, they got me through. My kids wasn't even there. Gavin suffered a little bit with me. He understood what I was going through, and he definitely probably was my biggest supporter, my biggest cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? By far, he was my biggest cheerleader. I love him for it. But it was them three and God. You know what I'm saying? And we got down to the nitty gritty, and God and me, I got on understanding. And like I said, I feel like I lived the Job story. If any of y'all have ever read the Bible and know what the Job story is, you'll understand.
Mm-hmm.
And right now
Right.
I'm in the process of getting mine back 10 times fold, like Job did. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's that I feel like that's the only part of the Bible I do understand is that certain ones I've seen some of my friends live some of those life stories in the Bible.
I'd say
You know
right
what I'm
now I'm in
saying?
my prodigal son stage.
Yeah, your prodigal son stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well, I'm getting ready to have auditions for my show, and I should have my show in July, and I have a lot of different little stories inside that show that touches on some of the things that we're talking about now.
what's the name of this show?
Beautiful gift, ugly truth.
Beautiful gift,
Mm.
ugly truth. Ooh,
Wow.
that's deep,
Wow.
baby. And let me ask you a question: where will y'all be at?
Um, I haven't locked down the venue yet, but I'm looking to do it in Grand Prairie at the Uptown Theater.
You have to let us know so we can show up.
Yeah, I'll definitely want y'all to come and check it out. Because like I said, the story is based around two little girls.
It's based around what?
Two little girls.
Okay.
Yeah, so but like I said, it's going to be a really good show, and hopefully bring your tissue.
So you're totally done writing it?
Yes, I'm done writing, and I just had my table read on Tuesday. The director that's going to direct my show, she had a lot of the actors, they came in and they read all the characters that I had, so I can kind of see what I need to change if it was flowing good or what have you. Then we're getting
Yeah.
ready
How
to have
long?
another
How
table
long is it
read.
gonna take to do the show and
But
all that?
you
Yeah, I
gotta
know
write my
y'all
character
gotta do
in.
all that through that reading,
Huh?
right?
You gotta write my
During that
character in.
read, you also you get narrowed down about how long the show gonna be and everything like that too,
Right,
right?
yeah. It's like certain stuff you may want to cut out. I could have, wrote something that, okay, this has nothing to do with nothing. Why is
Yeah.
she? Why this character's in the show? So it's a lot.
You gotta write my character. I'm a
Look, I ain't got
natural.
a problem with that.
I'm a natural.
You're
Look,
natural.
I'm a natural. This weekend only, I'm babysitting. So this
You sure
weekend only.
you better not ask for it because I'll drop all four of mine off with you, Rock.
Hold on. That's
Ah,
four's too many.
You
One
want
child
to?
minimum.
I'll
I
send
already,
her your way.
one child minimum. I already have
Four.
four.
oh,
Yeah, four.
I already have
But how many in diapers can you handle?
one. Just one.
Well, hold up.
Just
You
one.
can't. You got to take both the twins.
The
right,
twin.
Rock, you can't take one twin without taking the other one.
Look, now
right,
I can look. Your daughter ain't finna be calling me every 20 to 30 minutes looking for them, baby. She
My
mean.
daughter ain't gonna
right.
call you. She gonna be like, "Shit, I know Rock ain't gonna hurt her." Bye.
Hey,
Oh,
Rock,
damn.
when was your birthday?
Well, I got
On
all
the,
the kids right now. Shit.
When was Rock's birthday?
Rock
on the
Rock
11th,
birthday was Rock birthday was last week.
on
Friday or Saturday, wasn't it?
the Friday.
Rock, I didn't know your birthday was in February. My birthday was February the 2nd.
Lisa.
That's when my nephew was born.
Oh, wow.
Yep, he was born on the 2nd. 2/2/22.
Well,
Yeah,
he was born on.
my grandbaby was born on the 5th.
Yeah, I saw that when you was holding him up in the video.
Yeah.
That was a girl, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it's a little girl. Trust me,
Yeah.
I've been waiting on a grandson, but obviously I'm not. God didn't see fit this time.
Well, I have a.
Shut
I think
up,
the
Rock,
last
man.
time
That
I
shit ain't
talked to
funny.
you, I think the last time I talked to you guys, I got a grandson now.
Look,
That
my
nigga laughing at me. Why you laughing at me, Rock? That's fucked up, man. You just
nah,
said you
because
know I wanted a grandson.
listen, just
I
tell
was
him to
ready to
I
stop
put
keep
trying.
having
basketball and
boys. I
clean
can't have no
everything.
girls.
Huh?
Tell him to stop trying. That's all I'm saying. Cause
I got a cheerleading squad and a damn near starting 5.
man, hey,
And I got a
fuck around.
4x100 track team if they all
I,
get fast, but I don't know about
What?
my Rosie.
What?
She
Look,
kind of
bring him
thick.
to the track club. Bring
My
him to the
Rosie
track
kind of
club.
thick.
I'm ready.
She might have to run the second leg, the unimportant leg.
Well, come on, bring her to the track club.
Now
We
Riley,
ready?
Riley probably gonna give it to you. The 100-yard dash, 200, all that. Riley, quick, fast. She
Yeah,
gonna
we're
run
getting
through.
ready to start. We're getting ready to start back up
How old they
next
got to
month.
be to start track, Miss Bo?
At least 5, turning 6.
5. They ain't 5 yet. Can I lie about the age?
They can run in the regular meets.
They can run in regular meets.
Yeah,
where
the
is
regular
it?
meets. When it's
Man,
time
my
for them to
grandkids got a
compete.
lot of energy. They just need to run. Can they just run?
Well, yeah, they can
Where
just
y'all
run.
train? Where y'all train at?
We tried Reed Middle School in Duncanville.
In Duncanville? That's not too far from
Yeah.
me.
Huh?
And what's the age? And it's on the weekends?
Oh no, we practice Monday through Thursday.
Oh no, dang. Nah,
So
I've been trying to find some activities for the kids when I have them when I get home and stuff. I'm working through the
Oh
week.
yeah, their track meets are on Saturdays.
I was trying to wait on Swab to get in, but he looked like he ain't coming in because he told me to be here by now. But I'm hoping he'll pop in before we get all the way out here on our final thoughts. Rock,
Yes, sir.
man, what you got to say on our final thoughts about the table and being damaged and getting a serious look to how to heal and for a healthy relationship?
Only thing I say is, as far as the healing, look, that damage stuff, claim health over your body and over your mental. You know, don't
Speak
speak that.
positivity.
Yeah, don't speak that evilness. Don't speak that shit. That shit, that's a sickness to me. You know, once I started changing my perspective on how I felt about things, y'all know I lost my brother in July. So
Oh
ever
wow.
since
Yeah, I
then,
remember.
it's been
That was when
I'm
we went off the air for a while. We
man,
went off right after
Oh
that.
wow.
I'm
I'm
just
sorry to
grateful,
hear that.
man. I'm just grateful every day. Even when stuff don't go my way. I'm
Right.
grateful for the experience and another chance. That's how I look. I got another chance, man. I got another day. So I mean,
Right.
I agree with that.
yeah.
I agree with that. And you say fuck that table, right?
Man, yeah, man. Hey, if I hand you the nails and the hammer, do you know what to do with it? Can we do it together, man? If we ain't working together, then we ain't gonna work. That's how I look at it. It can't be.
And the best part about it is just the table, 4 legs and the top.
That's it. That's it. It can't. We don't live in them old times no more. We need to really stop referring to them old times. These are new days. This is a new day and age. It takes a village, and we not a village no more. We need to get back to helping each other and really focus on that part. Simple as that.
Continue on West Abrams Street for 1.5 miles.
I agree with that 100%. Bo Banks,
Yes, sir.
the table and finding the right person to eat with. What do you got to say about
Right.
that first? And then I ask you about the other one.
I just believe in if I have a little and he has a little, and we put it together. Now we got plenty, but we can work together and build that thing and make it grow. That's what you want. You want somebody that's willing to maybe not have a lot, but they're willing to put their time and energy into develop and make that thing grow so it can become something. It can become an empire because you grew that together. And so you
Yes.
come with what you have. He come with what he have. No judgment. As long as you want to build that thing. And so a lot of time people think you just got to have all this money. But a lot of the rich people that became rich, they start off with little and they grew it. So that's the way I feel about that.
Yeah.
And the second part of our topic.
I want me a Miss Bowbanks.
Already. Damage, a serious look into healing for a healthy relationship.
Right. Right. I just remember when I just always wanted to. I remember when I first did my stage play, and my husband, he would hear me talk about it, and I would write about it. So when I finally put that first stage play on, the look that he gave me, that look was like, you did this, and I had nothing. I did everything I could with just a little bit that I had. The look and the way that he wrapped his arms around me, and that support, it meant a lot. I didn't have much, but what he saw me trying to develop my goal and dream, the arm that he put around me to embrace me, that said a lot.
I can definitely. Well, I've been to one of your plays before, so I know how good you are.
Well,
and we're coming.
I'm just saying, you don't have to have a lot.
As soon as you lock out the date and the time.
You don't have to have a lot, so don't let that fool you. If the woman wants you to have all this, then she the wrong one. She the wrong one.
You got VIP passes at this one, right?
Okay.
I said, are you gonna have them?
Yes.
Okay, where we get to meet the actors and stuff.
Is that
right?
Crystal?
Yep. Ain't been not
nobody else sitting by me.
You trying to get me?
I was talking about you earlier.
Else sitting by me?
Well, I took my glasses off. All I can see is like red.
Yeah, she had a gang banging on me today. She gang banging on me today. She woke up this morning talking about, what's up, blood? I said, girl, don't sit your ass down some goddamn weird. That shit.
Right.
Crystal. Dang, see, there you go. You're in my head already.
That's how she's sitting by you.
Yeah.
The table and finding the right person to eat with.
Forget the table, start with 2 chairs.
Oh yeah. There we go.
The 2 chairs are an equal playing field because you have nothing.
You can have a table all day, but if you can't sit your ass down and enjoy it, ain't worth having it.
Exactly.
Better start with some chairs. I can sit my plate on my lap while you bullshit.
Right.
She said, "Come here, sit down and act right."
Yeah.
Sit down and act right.
We're gonna squat down on some pillows on the knees on the floor.
And if the table if the chairs make you uncomfortable, you don't need to.
So you say get the chairs. Why you say get the chairs? Tell us.
The chairs is that compatibility point. Because it's like an interview. It's like a one-on-one situation. So if you have that one-on-one moment with that person and you don't feel comfortable.
See, I like what you said because, like I said, it's finding the right person to eat with. I don't even know if I want to sit down at the table with you yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I want to eat with you yet. I don't know if we can break bread together.
You know what I mean? Sip of water first, and then we might talk about an entree.
Let's sip on some water first.
Yes.
Put a little lemon in it so that way they have flavor to it. So that way we ain't just sitting up here with nothing. I already got you. So our second part, damage, a serious look into healing for a healthy relationship.
Make sure you clean you before you move on.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Say it again. I can barely hear you.
Make sure you clean you before you move on.
Let's go.
Make sure you clean you. Make sure you clean you before. Oh, damn, that's pretty damn good.
Yep. Like that. That's
All right.
100 right there.
My final thoughts, the table, finding the right person to eat with. I always say this, man, I could probably sit down and eat with a lot of y'all because you know what? I have done it. But during that there's some deep conversations going on, and I'm trying to find out more about you.
Right.
Some of y'all are able to stick around and eat a little bit longer. Some of y'all probably never got to eat again with me. That's just the way life is. But what I will
Right.
tell you is, when we say the infamous table, I want a table that I'm going to be able to enjoy every day with someone. Every day.
Right.
Not one meal, not two meals, but every meal I want to be able to sit down and enjoy with that person. I want to sit down and be able to enjoy that meal with that person, and during that time, I want to be able to connect even deeper with that person. I feel like when we was growing up, mealtime used to be very important back when we was growing up. I don't know, me and Bo Banks definitely are older than y'all, but I remember every day we would have to eat dinner together. But on Sundays, we definitely had to make sure we eat dinner, because sometimes every day we'd have football practice, so we wouldn't always make it. Sometimes other things would come in at sports and other stuff. But on Sunday, it wasn't just a meal. It was a meal for everybody. We go to grandma's house. And during Sunday meal, we'd have to sit down and we'd have to talk. We'd have to sit there and talk, whether it be the kids talk amongst them and the grown-ups talk amongst them. You had to sit there and talk, and you had to find out about what's been going on in that person's lives every week. Every week. And it never was a dull moment. I cherish that time now with my family the same way. You know, whenever if we get a chance to eat together, I want us to be able to break bread together, because that I feel like that's the most important time for us to be able to talk. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's good food. If it's bad food, we probably cussing each other out for who the hell ordered it, because it definitely ain't made in my house.
Oh.
And then the second part, damage, a serious look at healing. Well, I guess the biggest thing is first off, I'm with Rock 100%. I do think you need to speak positivity in your life. But first off, let's be real serious. There are some people out here that do have issues. And with that being said, first off, for you to be able to get to that positive part, you got to first recognize those issues, and you have to own up to them. And once you own up to them, work on fixing them. We all none of us have been perfect, but me and Rock, our standards have came over what we went through in our life. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, when we was younger, we was a lot more hot-headed. Now that we're a little older, we sit back and we think about us first before we think about anything else. You know, and the only way you can ever make us think about anything else before us is when it comes to our kids and grandkids, if he ever had those anytime in the future. But right now, it's kids. That's the only time to probably get us out of character without no questions asked, is when it comes to our kids. Other than that, no, you'll never see me act a fool. I'm gonna think first, because I'm a lot wiser of a man. I can't sit up here and say I'm wise if I still act like a fool. And that's just being honest. So I tell everybody, if you went through something, no matter what it is, financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever you might have went through with that other person, make sure that you're healed. And what I mean by that is, make sure whatever damage that you feel like they might have done to you, that you can truly say that you're over it before you go into another relationship and make somebody else be held accountable for what your past has done to you. That's not fair. That's not fair to any of us out here trying to date and find a true relationship. None of us should be doing it to you, and you shouldn't be doing it to nobody else. One thing about it is, continuously going from relationship to relationship, and they continuously be toxic. No disrespect. If you continuously go from relationship to relationship, they continue to be toxic. Look inside, sweetheart, or gentleman, whichever one you are. If you've had 5 girlfriends or 5 boyfriends and all of them been toxic and been in a bad situation, it might speak volume, because there's only one common denominator in all 5 of those boyfriends or all 5 of those girlfriends. They had one you. So I tell people that all the time, you know. So again, we're not here to beat up any sex, male or female. We're here to tell the truth, what we've been through. Like me and Rock say, all we can speak on is the women that we dated. We don't date men. The women on here, they can speak on the men that they dated and what they see. But all of us, men or women, if you are damaged in any kind of way, go get healed. And when you get healed, like Rock said, you should never let that negative shit back in your life. Period. You should know what you want, and don't accept anything less. Standards. That's what I was looking for earlier. Your standards. Rock say you should. Yeah, I'm sorry. I do got standards when it comes to certain stuff. When a person's mental and all that stuff like that, if I find somebody that's been through some stuff, and I see it's gonna be a problem for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna move around. I'm gonna move around fast.
Real quick. I can't be your Superman.
Ooh.
Shit.
See, that's it right there. That's the thing right there. I can't be your Superman.
Man, but
I'm looking out for me right now. I can't look out. But don't get me wrong. When we get in a relationship, I got you. What do you mean by that? Is I can't fix what's going on with you. If something wrong with you, I can't do that. I can't be your. I can't do that. That ain't for me. You have to figure that out.
Right.
The biggest thing I have to say about that is most women, y'all don't take our advice anyway. So we can't be y'all Superman anyway. We say something, y'all, no, fuck that. You ain't trying to hear what we got to say. Rock knows that. Soon we say, oh, man, you bullshit. That ain't my issue. Okay.
Okay.
Why'd you ask me my opinion if you don't want to hear what I got to say?
For real.
Am I right, Rock?
Nah, you dead. You hit the
I'm just being
fucking.
honest. Why am I going to voice my opinion and you not going to even, you ain't even taking into consideration. You're going to knock it out the door before it even come out my mouth.
Use the left 2 lanes.
And that's what we deal with. That's what we deal with. We can tell you, man, what I see. I can tell you from where I sit and what I see, and you don't want to accept that. A lot of times, a lot of women don't want to accept it because they've heard it numerous times other places. You know what I'm saying? And they mentally trying to keep that out of their head. And they think they're being a better person by it. When you accept it and realize that, some people, I tell you all the time, I learn something from people all the time. It can be the wine on the street. Sometimes, but like I said, if it's truth behind what they say, I listen.
Right. Sometimes women look at it because if you don't follow through what you say you're going to do, then that's when they give you that the situation, the complication. Because you say, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and you don't follow through, then it's kind of like, do I really want to listen to him?
Well, see, my biggest thing is I'll tell you like this: under promise and overachieve. I tell all my young men that's dating right now, I tell them that all the time. You know why I say that? Because you fall in love with a woman, you want to do everything, impress and everything. Under promise and overachieve. Let's talk with this because see, something might come up and it might not be able to happen. And in a woman's mind, that's a notch against your belt because you didn't do what you said you're gonna do. Keep your mouth shut, and then surprise is a lot better gift that goes along with it.
Left.
Correct.
That's just an old head talking. I done learned from experience. I'm just telling you. Don't tell them what you're gonna do because then if you ain't able to do it, that's a notch on you.
Nah, for real.
That's a notch. But, he ain't a man of his word.
But on the other side of that, though,
really gonna stand out to him.
On the flip side of that, though, when it happens on the flip side, it's different. It's a whole nother,
We should understand.
We should understand, or okay. So how when like someone has a problem, just say like if someone has a problem with me, how I say things or how I do things, they'll express that to me. Okay, me being the person I am, I'm gonna try to pay attention to that going forward. But if I address something that I see within a person that's gonna potentially be a problem down the line, they get defensive real quick. They don't look at it as I'm doing that for it's okay. Initially, you may think it's something negative. No, I'm just pointing that out there so it won't continue to be something negative. That way we can move forward. This is where you want to be, except what I'm telling you, this is the issue. And let's just pay attention to it. Sometimes all you gotta do is see somebody trying, making an effort. It's not always what you do when you walk out the door and what you bring back when you come through. It's what you do when you're on the inside, in those moments. We don't want to, scream and yell at each other back and forth. We know we don't want to do that. So, let's try to. I want to see you the next time we have a misunderstanding. Control yourself a little better than the last time. Then, okay, I see it. Like she's trying. He's trying. Like that's what you want to see.
Right.
It's the people who don't want to try, who don't want to hear nothing, who can't be told nothing. You stay away from the folks.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, y'all, we came and hung out with y'all for the last hour and 45 minutes, man, and we love being back on here. We will be back next Friday.
Okay.
No rain, sleet, or snow. We'll be back next Friday because at least as long as we don't get any sleet and snow like we got last year, we'll be back on next Friday. It was fun being back. We thank everybody for chiming in. Christy, Mr. Carter.
Man, I don't want to see no snow for the rest of the year.
Crystal. What you say, Rock?
I don't want to see no snow for the rest of the year.
I know you had to drive. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not driving 30 miles per hour sucks. Even when it's not snowing.
Man,
it seemed like you could have walked there faster.
Man, it was all white. It was white everywhere. Like a white fog
Did
cloud.
you do any sliding?
Nah, I'm driving too slow. Man, I'm just thinking about getting to these kids, man. I was driving too slow to do those slide. But once I saw some asphalt, shit, I opened it, be wide open.
Open it up and got down that highway, didn't you?
Shit, had to get there. They tried to make me
y'all,
stop.
Man, we will see y'all next Friday, man. Hey, Rock, man, be safe. Enjoy the kids this weekend. Sierra, smile. Sorry about that earlier. Hold on. Let me see who this is. Oh, that's Bo coming back saying. I guess she got back saying bye. You there, Bo?
Brings me.
Okay, I'm sorry. I hit the wrong button.
That's okay. Again, we enjoyed y'all. Thank y'all for coming back and kicking it with us for the last hour and 45 minutes. But we will be back next Friday. Hopefully, we'll get Miss Bo Banks to come back and join in and have fun with us next Friday. Couple of different topics, going a couple of different ways with this. We're gonna see how y'all like it. See y'all soon.
Cool.